胸躍る冒険、謎の洞窟、遺跡、海賊の秘宝、そして恐竜。フェイト、グランドオーダー、カルデアサマーアドベンチャー。夢を追う少年と夢見る少女。それじゃあ行ってきます。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. I did those very simple missions leading up to the support mission off camera because it was easy enough to do. So now we're going to be, I guess, looking back. Having an introspective moment, perhaps? We'll have to see. Let's do these support-only side quests before moving on with the story. Potentially to its conclusion. I don't actually know how much more is left. I hope not too much, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm loving playing this, but at the same time, I don't know, there's other stuff I want to get to, and need to get to very soon. You know, I've realized something. What's that? This summer, I think I've been all play and no work. I see that you're just realizing this now, Lookmaster, and I don't like it. But seriously, it's been nothing but fun and games, delicious food, and a wonderful night's sleep in a cool and comfortable tent. Then I wake up refreshed the next day and do it all over again. It's amazing. With all the fun and hunting for secret treasures, it's like my life has become a perpetual entertainment machine. But as great as this has been, I can't help but wonder if it's even okay for me to live like this. Am I truly fulfilling my servantly duties? Am I not simply wasting my summer vacation away like some ordinary high school student? So after giving it some thought...
The summon you requested is ready.
Double check what that is. Is this what I think it is? What is Soman? Yeah, I was gonna say that's like the thin wheat noodles there, right? You can have it cold. Of course. Oh, wonderful. I'll be right there.
Yes. Go set the table, would you?
Okay, let's eat. How's your Soman? It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. The only thing that could make it better is if there was some Russian food here, too.
Now be reasonable. You can have everything you want. You can always have everything you want.
That's not what Ivan the Terrible would say. He'd say, I want what I want. Was that not funny? It always killed in Russia. Oh, it killed all right.
Not so much.
That was not good. No, I actually thought that was hilarious, but I guess I appreciate your honesty. Fine, I'll admit it was my best effort, but I am a member of the Tsardom. I cannot let this disgrace stand. Granted, I was so far down the line of succession, it would have been faster to count my place from the bottom. And if I actually inherited the throne, I probably would have brought the country to ruin. But that's just what the Russia I come from was like.
That's surprisingly forthright of you.
I'm nothing if not honest, but we digress. You started this digression, Grand Duchess. Yes, that's true. Well, as I was saying, I've been spending the summer like a lazy high school student. And that won't do it all. It even threatens to taint my legacy once I'm gone. So, how exactly do you want to remedy that? It's simple. I'm going to go viral.
Viral?
Viral. I was one of the first people ever to take selfies, so now I'm going to take even more influential photos.
Well, I know selfies are fairly common among both the masses and socialites these days, but are you sure about this? You're not worried you might get flamed to a crisp for posting a bad pic? Really, what do you think about it? Flames might be the least of our worries.
Not to worry, taking selfies is like having a dialogue with yourself. I'm gonna go take selfies of an elite world you two can't even begin to imagine. Our ambitions are getting loftier by the minute.
Mark my words, this will not end well. Tanner, I want you to go along with her. That's an order.
Yes, sir. Oh, would you like to come too, Master? Yes, of course, I'd love that. Alright then, let's get...
Well, I'd best get going. I still have a lot of work to do.
Oh, hold on. I want to take my first selfie here together. Is there a problem?
I'll say, thanks to her spirit friend V, her selfies always seem like they're sucking the soul right out of you.
Well, doesn't matter. I'm taking one anyway. Okay, everyone get in here. Master, I want you to squeeze right in the middle, okay? Say cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. Okay, full disclosure. Every time someone tells me to say cheese, I absolutely don't. I just smile. Because, like, what do you want? Do you want me to smile or say cheese? One or the other. Okay, now to make the rounds with everyone else, I think I'll start with Da Vinci. It's time to make some lasting memories. Oh, hey, what's up? Huh? Selfies? You don't mind, do you? And don't forget to include Staggy. Well, I guess you never have too much data. Okay, go ahead. These are cute. This is fun. I love this song, actually. This is such just a summer fun song. If people in the future ever see this photo, I wonder what they'll think the creature you're holding is. Maybe a big lizard? Just a stuffed animal? It's not every day you see a real-life dinosaur. Okay, came out great. You can tell we're all friends, having fun hanging out. Alright, on to the pirates. Pirates? Plural?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you think you're doing here, girlie? This ain't no place for classy dames like you.
I know, let's kidnap her and sell her to the highest bidder. Hey, that ought to fetch us quite the but. What are you doing? There, that's a nice picture. Just me flashing a peace sign with pirates. Although, right now, it's just a picture of Caribbean pirates. Nothing special, right? So I had a thought. What can I do to make this picture go viral? And what'd you decide? What we need are before and after shots.
I don't like where this is going.
Is Pirate Sea gonna still be immortal? Are we keeping Pirate Sea alive even further? Let's see. Well, we gotta use... Is it just you? It is just you. Alright, well, that makes my job easy. Let us see here. I just want to immediately look at Pirate Sea. Where's Pirate Sea? Bro ain't here! That's insane. Anyways, let's just deal with you. We just gotta go one at a time anyways. Snowballs. I literally did a melon break today. And I feel like, oh my god, that's amazing. I feel like people aren't gonna even believe me. But I absolutely, today we had an activity. Oh, Pirate Sea's not immortal anymore. Dang it. That would have been funny. No, today we had we were just asked to join in this activity. And I didn't even really understand what it was. But in doing so, we, more Noble Phantasm Strength. We had the students passing around a watermelon, and then at the end of it they all broke it, and it was like an activity, and this was the biggest melon I'd ever seen. It was something else. Yeah, I don't love that Noble Phantasm. I think it's not the best, but its effectiveness is definitely there. Okay. More female pirates. Alright, let's go 1, 2, 3, just to do as much as we can. Literally doing the ice bucket challenge for that one attack. Alright. Okay, so let's just, because that'll probably kill. Let's just do this, because we got all blew up. Yeah, that did good damage. I mean, you got like the 150% boost to a single target, so yeah, I feel like it would. Is this gonna kill? Yeah, because we crit. Nice. That's done.
パレードパレード。
Put swimsuit servants on your team. We did that. I don't even know if the last, I think the last one is getting gems? Probably? Probably. We'll check. Last one for me is...
もう9月です。
no, demons! Demons. Okay. So... Oh, interesting. I mean, I have an idea who this caster might be, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Cheese! Huh. Would you look at that? Pirate Pops.
So cold.
Don't worry, the Caribbean sun will melt you free sooner or later.
Well, let's look on the bright side. At least you're not sweltering anymore. If we're gonna be here for a while, we may as well make the best of it. Oi, barkeep, another round. Are you gonna drink when you can't move? Barkeep, mind pouring it down me throat for me? Hell yes, I mind.
Okay, on to the next one. Oh, I know. Excuse me, everyone, but would you happen to know where I can find Blackbeard and Sei Shonagon? Here, this is what they look like.
Oh, those two, yeah, we saw them in another tavern. Wait, how'd you get this painting looking so realistic?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you? Oh, very much. I never visited anywhere so bright and sunny when I was alive. Of course, servants are given the knowledge they need to adapt to their surroundings when they're summoned, so I certainly knew places like this existed. But knowing about something and experiencing it for yourself are very different things. Okay, on to the next tavern.
Another!
Day drinking, you two? Really? I mean, yeah.
You'll when you grow, you'll when you grow up, master. My speaking go bad. Be drunky. Yar. When it comes to guilty pleasures, there's nothing better than day drinking.
Besides, you can probably tell from the crowd that we're not exactly in a fancy crowd here.
Who asked you?
I see. Then I guess I better have a drink myself. I'll take a fruit juice, please. Something strong.
Here you go.
What is it?
Aqua Regia, also known as royal water.
I'm not drinking that. Definitely poisonous? What is Aqua Regia? What do you mean? What is Aqua Regia? Is a fuming liquid. Wait, what? Is a mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid. Yeah, it dissolves gold. Okay, yeah, that is actually gonna kill you.
I'm just kidding. It's cranberry juice. You gotta watch for this, barkeep. Sometimes he really does mix in poison.
Anyway, what do you want to see us about? Oh yes, I was hoping you'd be willing to take a photo with me.
Huh? No way. I like my soul where it is.
Seriously, what century are you from? All right, you're actually from way before my time, aren't you? Well, don't worry, Blackbeard. Your soul isn't going anywhere. I'm just gonna post this picture to Servantgram and make it go viral.
All right, let's fight for it. If I win, I won't have to be in the picture.
Huh? No, I'm not gonna fight you for this. That's too much of a pain.
Well, that is not how these conversations are supposed to go.
Now stop whining and let me take a picture already. I'm on a schedule here.
Nagiko.
What do you have in mind? Should Chanris and me make a heart with her hands? No way. Now smile for the camera. Okay. It's turning out to be quite the group photo. Oh, well, that's okay.
Huh? You want to take a picture with me? Sure, that's fine. Oh, is this outfit okay? Should I put on a tuxedo or something? No? Oh, got it.
We're just going everywhere. You want to take a picture with me? Yes, of course, that's fine. Please ignore the fact Rengoku's back. Don't worry about it.
Fine, but be quick. I got shit to do.
Are you sure you want me in it, too? I'm so pretty the rest of you will seem downright plain. I'm sure you'll be perfectly fine. Besides, this is mainly to make summer memories.
I don't usually like having my picture taken, but if Wielder doesn't mind, I guess it's fine. Do I have to change? Should I put on a suit or something?
Why does everyone want to change into something fancier? Hey, Cadus had a big ol' smile. Now then, things have gone smoothly so far, but the next one will be a doozy. It's Mandricardo, huh? Because next on my list is our downer of a rider. What's up? Downer here. You want to take a photo together, huh? I'm not very photogenic, so I'd kind of rather you didn't. I thought you might say that. Huh? Don't worry, I can edit the photo and make us look better. For example, this is the before shot.
Okay. It's gonna be his glasses for him?
Oh, jeez. That's really silly. And this is the after. Where'd those come from? Before. After. Okay. Before.
Alright, what are we doing for this one?
Shut up. And after. Those aren't even the same guys. Photo editing apps can do a lot these days. You can't fix everything in post.
Trust me, I know I make videos.
So what do you say? If there's anything about the photo you don't like, I can edit it. So you don't have to worry about how it turns out. Well, alright then, I guess. Come on, Master, you should know by now how to get in here, too. Cheese. Cheese. He's trying his best. Okay, I'll edit it right now. I gotcha. Little this, little that, and... Okay, here's the before. What? And here's the after. Are you kidding me? We don't look anything like ourselves. Oops, maybe I took it a little too far. You think? I'm just kidding. Here, how about this? Oh, wow, I actually have a normal smile. Granted, it may not be the most true-to-life picture, but still pretty cool though, don't you think? Yeah, it is. If we can do stuff like this, maybe I won't be shy about having my picture taken. Now then. Oh, Char! Anastasia, what are you doing here? I'm actually here to see you. I notice you've been calling Charlotte just Char. Is it because she wears a mask and goes 3 times faster when red? Yes, that's right. I wouldn't be particular about titles like Grand Duchess after all this time. Besides, there are so many kings and queens at Chaldea that I feel anything but grand in comparison. Well, I for one never thought I'd become friends with the Grand Duchess. Just goes to show you never know what might happen when you're summoned. I feel the same way. Do you two never argue or anything? Of course we do. We're both from very different worlds, so we obviously have our personal differences. What do we do when we argue? Don't be silly. This is Chaldea, remember? There's only one way we settle our differences in Chaldea. With a trading card game. What? I'm sorry, what? That's right. A trading card game. My turn. I draw. The card I drew wipes out every monster on the field. No, not black hole. Activating magic card. Special summon. I draw 3 more cards from my deck and summon again. Activating monster fusion. Direct attack with Ivan the Terrible's electricity. Don't you hate these freaking hand traps? And people are like, oh, just play Maxi. Oh, just play Ash Blossom. Oh, just do it. And you're just like, I just wanna use Dark Magician. I draw again. No, wait, that's not red at all. He took the ball and ran it all the way down the field, Anastasia. But Master's so shocked he looks like a deer in the headlights. We're just kidding, Master. No, we usually just fight in the simulator until we've gotten it out of our systems. Anyway, what's up? This. I'm taking selfies. Oh. Selfies, huh? Alright, you never cared for them, did you? It's not that I dislike them per se, it's just... Well, this one's just to make a summer memory. Doesn't that sound worthwhile? I just don't like myself all that much. That's why I've never liked having my picture taken or being painted either. I mean, if someone wants to paint me, I won't go to the way to stop them, but... No, that is not okay. I understand how you feel, but I can't support it. I see. Okay, let's fight it out. If I win, you agree to make some memories with me. If I win, you agree to make some memories with me. If you win, you won't have to do anything. How's that sound? Okay, that does make things nice and simple. I'll do it, gladly. Did you hear that, Master? You're our eyewitness. So you have to watch us fight without taking sides, okay? Okay. Look, Char, he doesn't know what to make of this. I admit this may not be the most elegant way to resolve our differences, but really when you think about it, we're just cutting right to the chase. Now let's do this. Okay, here I come. So do I, like, not actually, like, is this an auto battle? If it's an auto battle, I'll be like, you're really not putting in an auto battle system? The fact that Fate has gone this far without an auto battle system really proves that they're like, yeah, by the way, we actually care about our combat and don't want you to auto... Because here's the thing, and I kind of agree in some ways, an auto battle system is just, oh wow, yeah, we're not even part of it. Auto battle just makes it so that you... Let's both use our guts. It just like means you don't really... You just don't do much, you know? It's, you don't care too much about your system. Okay, so we're gonna go a little bit of everything here, because then we can do this. Yep. Just do it over and over. That arch resist down is good. Skill seal will be nice, because then that means no charm or anything, right? No, none of our skills are sealed or whatever you do. Okay. That's so funny. Just going through the loop. You got a lot of meter already. Okay. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to take the bulk of this, but that should be fine. I'm gonna go, let's go 1, 2, 3. I think just doing the most damage is a little more important thing. Okay, will this be enough? Okay, you got that. Oh. Not gonna be enough. Oh, it's just under. Well, that's fine. Get that hit. Yeah, send that proc. Oh. Okay. Cool. Sounds good to me. Okay. Why don't we call it here? We both used all our big moves at this point. Don't worry, I accept my defeat. That felt more like a draw to me, but alright. Well then, it's selfie time. Master, you get in the middle. We can stand on either side. Should we link arms or something? Don't be silly, Char. This is a selfie. You need to get in really close for selfies. Forget arm in arm. This is more like cheek to cheek. Huh? Are you serious? Deadly serious. Okay, everyone get in. This close? Are you sure? I heard that noise. I know. Oh boy, we're in her booberinos. Are you sure? That feels like I overstepped a boundary or something here. Hey, this is just what selfies are like. And you know, in my day, we'd hold poses like this for hours at a time. Thank goodness for modern technology. Now say cheese. Oh gosh, that That was so embarrassing. You just had to get used to it, Char. Take more selfies and get the hang of it. I'll think about it. Okay, Master, let's head back to camp now. Coming, Char? I think I'll stay here a little longer. Hey, Anastasia? Yes? Thanks. You're welcome. It definitely feels like she's wingman like she's like Anastasia is playing wingman for Charlotte. Like I know people said like, oh man, isn't it weird how flirty Anastasia is? But I don't know. I feel like it's not serious with Anastasia, but it is with Charlotte, you know? Oh my, it's so dark now. Mash should head back to two now. So I think I'll take my last selfie of the day with her. Did you have fun? Oh yes, lots. Then it looks like you did too. I'm glad. This stuff just isn't as fun on your own. I'll send you the pictures later, okay? Oh, and once it's all over and everything's back to normal, the next time you set off on a journey, I hope you'll bring them with you if you don't mind. I smile a mischievous smile. In response, Master smiles back at me innocently. What a waste. Should I regret missing this chance to take a great picture? Or should I try to burn this sight into my brain so I never forget it? There's so many things in this world I wish I could capture in a photograph. Whatever am I to do? I murmur under my breath and then break out into another smile. Alright, time to get back to work. Still have lots of memories to make and preserve. 99% of memory making is pure joy, but it's that bittersweet 1% that makes the whole thing worthwhile. It's a really interesting way of looking at it. And 99% of memories are happy. It's the 1% that's not. That. I've never thought about that. I don't know if I agree, but I do like that. Anyways, the Great Columbus Battle. Let's go beat up some Columboners. What do we got? Let's see. Wow, it's taking a while to load. There we go.
Well, that was yet another slog, wasn't it?
I'm beat. I think I'm gonna rest up a bit. Okay, Captain. Why don't you retire to the captain's quarters for a while?
I'm still not entirely sure how I feel about having my captain's quarters stolen from me.
Hey, Beardy!
Coming.
Just like that? Talk about living in the moment. Honestly, I kind of admire that in a way. I mean, you know me, I tend to second guess everything. Living moment to moment also means dying miserably. Personally, I think people ought to be more careful about that sort of thing. That's fine and all, but why are you here anyway? 'Cause I want to be? Why else? I need my front seat to Master's descent into depravity. Or what? You saying there's no room for me to worm my way in or something? I'm just saying your swimsuit's kind of a lot. Well, of course. I never hold back when I'm trying to corrupt someone. So you're not just having fun playing to the cheap seats? No. Not even close.
May I humbly suggest that you grant her a warrior's mercy, Cadus, my liege? The more involved you get with troublesome women, the more you end up feeling like a loser.
Don't just pop out of nowhere like that. You know what? Fair point. I can only tell this ends with me pissed off. I'm just gonna go find some other way to amuse myself. There we go. Hey! Oh crap. You talking to me? Amuse me! Whoa, that's the last thing I expected someone to demand of me out of nowhere. Anyway, amuse them, huh? Oh, that was a downer like me supposed to do that. 3, 2, 1. I count down 2? Crap, I don't have any time left to think. I can't do anything entertaining, but I can say something interesting. Oh? I'm listening. Sorry about this, Achilles. You know Achilles' horse, Xanthos? He knows all of Achilles' secrets. I know because I heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Literally. Really? Secrets that damn invincible carrot-headed bastard doesn't want anyone knowing? Well, shit. That actually is interesting. So I just gotta ask Xanthos about them sometime, huh? I'll do that. Okay, you're off the hook. Huh? What's wrong, Rikichi? I just sold out an acquaintance. No. A friend to save my own skin. Would you mind cursing me out, Nagiko? It's the least I deserve. I see. Well, different strokes, I guess. So you just want me to curse you out, then? Please. Weakling. Loser. No fun downer. Keep it coming. Wow, you still haven't had enough? Okay, greedy guts. Interesting to see they've got going on down there. Should I put a stop to it? No way! This is hilarious! Good point! And then Nagiko just starts going into like the slurs, and he's like, okay, whoa, calm down. That's a bit too far. Took it a bit too far. Hep, hep. Whew, there, the deck's all clean now. What was that sound? Did it come from over there? Wah! I mean, I can't do a yell, but I can do that. Man, I'm exhausted. Foo-foo. Steak and I could really use a break too. By all means. Only one fragment to go, huh? I wonder what will happen when we collect it. I think we can make a pretty good guess. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know. The very fact that steak exists at all is miraculous in itself. And I really need to drink a water, so I'm gonna go step away and grab myself a bottle of water. And then I'll be back in just a second. Who would have thought a chapter set on the ocean would make me so thirsty? The very fact that Steggy exists at all is miraculous itself. But I doubt that miracle's gonna last once we get all 7 fragments. That doesn't mean he'll disappear, though. He'll just turn into a grail and go into my collection. And I'll probably use him accidentally on some servant I really shouldn't. Of course not. He'll always be there in my memories and my records. Even if all trace of him disappear once his singularity is resolved, he'll live on in our logs and our hearts. That's true even if proper human history deems him unnecessary, or if historians consider him to be mere superfluity. That's a term. Like superfluous? Superfluity? That's a... oh. There's nothing wrong with a bit of superfluity sometimes. Yeah, I sure wouldn't want to live in a world where there's only enough to go around and no more. Life is made up of all sorts of things. Some are in excess and some aren't. I'm sure Steggy's part of the excess, but even so... once he goes away, I think I'm going to... Huh? What is it? What's wrong, Steggy? Oh no!
Ha ha ha!
They're here! Why, you... Come on, let's get to the deck. I mean, we should have saw this coming, but...
Ha ha ha!
Yeah. Get out of here already.
Oh, Columbus isn't usually like a wharf roach, but now he's more like an acorn barnacle. Get off my ship, damn it! I mean, kindly vacate these premises at once, my good sirs.
Why'd you correct yourself there? Wah! There's 5 more headed this way! And they're making off with me!
Oh, he'll make a fine!
What?
He'll make a fine!
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Hey! What are they saying? I can't make it out! I'm guessing here, but I think it's something so horrible it's on the list of taboo terms. Okay, that's slave. But what's this one? Don't worry. They're obviously not gonna do anything too bad. Once they take you away, it'll just be curtains for you.
Damn you, Columbuses! Get your hands off my marine!
Thanks, Blackbeard. But just to be clear, I'm not your Marine, okay?
Okay. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Eek, somebody help me.
Let's see if it pass.
Hello, aren't you supposed to be taking me hostage here? Damn, there's sure a lot of them, a whole damn lot. What's with these numbers? They zombies or something? Can't be. We did zombies last year. Sharks then? We did those too. What the hell were you guys doing last year?
Ha ha ha. He'll make a vine.
Die, no snore.
He'll make a vine. He'll make a vine. He'll make a vine.
No, Steggy. Let go of me, damn it.
Ha ha ha. Escape. Ha ha ha.
The mass-produced Columbuses are blasting off like rockets.
Talk about rockets, boys. Not that they're young enough to be called boy anymore. It's not even October.
Damn it. Come on, we'll just have to go after them then.
Ha ha ha.
Out of my way, bastard. Huh?
Ha ha ha. Self-destruct. Ha ha ha. Self-destruct. Ha.
Shit. It freaking blew itself up? What the hell is their deal?
Ha ha ha. Self-destruct. Ha ha ha. Self-destruct. Oh, crap. Crap, crap, crap. My Queen Anne's revenge is about to go the way of the Titanic. Well, that reminds me. This is probably a good time to tell you all there are vicious sharks in these waters.
I bet my big sister is too, then. Remember, my brother, the shark will be with you, always. Was this whole scene really necessary? While we're here, I'll say this. You're the only nut job who's always got a shark with her, bitch. Keep talking like that, little sister, and I'll clean your mouth out with soap. And by soap, I mean a shark. Okay, that's really funny. But also, as someone who did get their mouth washed out with soap as a child, don't do it. You literally will be continually spitting out bubbles forever. It's the worst. Don't do it. Ah, crap. Please don't. Seriously. This is kind of dragging on for an imaginary scene. Please hang in there, Master. I can almost see the whites of your eyes.
Well, this has officially gone from a seafaring adventure flick to a high-tension thriller. What do we do now, Master?
We gotta get off the ship before they blow themselves, or get them off the ship before they blow themselves up. Got it. I'll turn every last one of these mass-produced Columbuses into sea scum. You hear me? Sea scum! Okay. Sea scum it is. Sure. I mean, we could use you. We could. Or I can just grab a very strong... Let's just see. Yeah, I mean... I want someone with the attack up stuff. 300%. There we go. Works for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing another mission anyways after. So let's just go with, Sure. Sure. Why not? Give him some time in the sun. Alright. To battle it is. Oh, also I MLB'd my, my thing, so now I only need the two of them. Alright, what do we got? Come on. It's been taking a while to load. High chance to apply death to all enemies during charge. Oh. Oh no, that's might be bad. Let's just blow them all up. Let's just start by blowing them all up. Yep. And let's just start with... Let's go 1, 2, then 3 to kill them all. And get you some meter there. 50% should be good. Okay, come on. Come on.
望むすべては可憐となり虚無の堕落に焼かれて溶けるマーラ・シューニャタ
Okay. Only gave a little bit of meter back. Okay, so we got a bunch more. So let's go. Did you get the one that gives you meter? Is that a thing? How much do you get? At level 1, that's actually not bad. Dang, okay. That's something to consider for the future. Let's go... Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just realized bro isn't even swimsuited. Oh well. Okay. Another 3 down. We got a ton of stars, so we shouldn't worry too much here. Alright. Actually, we can just give that to you. Perfect. We did it. No way. No way to survive this. I do find it interesting. Some servants do their call out of the name at the very start. Some do it at the very end. I think that one can do it for either. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like it won't actually affect, you know, the lore too much. But it's neat.
Ha ha ha! Self-destruct! There's enough out of you, pal. Now get the hell off my ship. Baha! Corandoria Abrira. Sink away.
What is that? What is that a reference? Corandoria Abira. What is that? I typed it in and I got the Fate Grand Order subreddit. Wait, what? Not the subreddit, the 4chan board. The only post with the phrase Corandoria Abira, the only thing on the internet is the FGO board of 4chan. So, wow, okay. What does that mean? That's the last of the mass-produced Columbuses. I was too close for comfort. What was that last thing you said? It didn't sound like either French or English to me. Was it Italian or something?
No, I just made it up.
Oh. What? That was not the answer I was expecting. Okay. Me neither. Sounds good. Come on, let's head back to base camp before any more of those things show up. Got it. Hard to starboard.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Or Cap'n, as they say. I love water. Water's so good to drink. People who don't drink water, what's up with you? How do you live? Okay. Berserker? Berserker? Where? Who? Let's go with this. Let's go boop, and I really just need... I'll take those two, yeah. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 250 on that. I want big numbers. No, that's Sonic Brandon. Bro, you're helping me out so much. Yeah, I'll just stick with this, I think. Except, it's summertime, bro. Get back in your Monte Cristo selection. Yeah. Okay. And, oh, I was gonna say switch to that, but I can't afford it, so it doesn't matter. Let's go.
Oh, hello there. I see your hunt for the sixth treasure went, what's wrong?
Gordy, it's Steggy. Steggy's in trouble. They were all ha ha ha, ha ha ha, and then
Why don't you have some meat first?
this is no time for food. I mean, you kind of need to eat.
Is it good?
Yes.
Good. Now then, what do you mean the dinosaur was abducted? It's a Holy Grail, right? That's really, really bad, right?
I thought it was odd how calm the director was being. Guess he was so freaked out he circled back to being come on, this part's been pretty rough for some typos. Calm. Outwardly, anyway. Now, this meat is really good. Let's all just take it easy. This is really, really good. So, John Miss, you see Alter Chi anywhere? Now that you mention it, I haven't. Right, I kind of forgot about her. Oh, her? She headed out earlier. Huh? What's up, Kid Alter? How'd you get up? Are you that hungry? Oh yes, I am hungry. But that's not why I stood up. I think I hear Rengoku calling for me. I'm gonna go check it out.
Huh? All right, camp team. Meat's almost done. If you'd like to sneak a taste down before dinner is served.
Really, Captain Goff? Okay, don't mind if I do then. Nom 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 nom. Wow, this is so good. It may even be the greatest thing I've ever tasted.
Excuse me? I never said you could taste all of it.
It's really good, but there's something more important than churrasco on my mind right now. I'll be right back.
What was that all about?
She said something about Rengoku calling to her.
Oh, Rengoku went missing in the underwater cave, yes? Well, they should both be back here soon enough then.
Yes, I hope you're right. But I also noticed she took an armload of kebabs with her. Yo, meat on a stick is just the perfect traveling food. Yeah, she hasn't come back since. That's a little worrying. She'll be fine. These mystic eyes didn't see any death in her future.
All right, your turn. Somebody tell me exactly what happened. Somebody not named Sei Shonagon.
Ouch!
Man Ricardo.
Me?
I suspect out of everyone here, you're the most likely to convey what happened honestly and accurately.
Hold it.
Huh? Well, I mean, you hate explaining things like that, don't you?
Yeah, but the way you put it still pisses me off. I'm just being unreasonable. Well, I guess I better start with the sixth treasure. You managed to collect the Holy Grail fragment there.
I see.
Then on the boat ride back,
Right.
we were attacked by a ton of mass-produced Columbuses.
My brain is starting to reject this new information.
One of the Columbuses kidnapped Steggy and flew off with him on a rocket.
A rocket! I'm experiencing simultaneous migraine and cluster headache.
And the rest of them started blowing themselves up, so we kicked them into the sea before they could sink us.
How are you still alive?
Good question. True, it's honestly kind of a mystery. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm certainly not going out in an explosion caused by a self-destructing, mass-produced Columbuses. Oh, more meat, please. Aren't you gonna have any, Anastasia? I get that you're anxious about the Stegosaurus getting kidnapped. You still need to eat to keep up your strength, though. I'm sorry, it's just that the idea of a bunch of mass-produced Columbuses all blowing themselves up is so ridiculous that I'm almost certain I won't be able to keep anything down right now. So I'll just have to make do without. What the hell? Are all Grand Duchesses this weird or is it just you? Anyway, what's our next move? Get Steggy back, of course.
Look, Vinci, you're the genius here, so I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Quarter circle forward, heavy punch. It's possible they've already killed him, isn't it?
Steggy might be small and immature, but he's still a Holy Grail. I'm confident they're not going to destroy him or anything like that. Also, and this is adamantly just a hunch, I think that, Chris will take good care of him.
Got it. Then let's put together a plan under the assumption that he's alive.
Huh, whoa, this meat is good. You're awfully fired up about this, aren't you, Beard?
Of course I am. Forgiveness may be divine, but nobody steals from a pirate and gets away with it. Not on my watch.
Oh my, how intimidating. This beef tongue is delicious. There are a few things more difficult to deal with than a scoundrel with nothing to lose, isn't there? That said, I agree. The only question is, how do we go about storming their hideout and taking back what's ours? This rump roast is great. I've got a question. First off, let me be clear, I'm totally on board with the storming approach. We still don't know where to go. You can't really storm an enemy hideout if you don't know where it is, so... I think we do know, actually. You're right. Remember how we got a map with the 6 treasure just like we did with the others? Well, whatever it is Chris is after, he's gonna go where the last map leads as well. Yeah. Well, sorry to be focusing on this while they're having this much of a serious discussion, but this chicken teriyaki is incredible. In other words, we're bound to run into Chris sooner or later once we reach the 7th treasure. Okay, now that I've calmed down a little, I think I'm ready to eat too.
Good. Glad to see you handled this so well.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, I guess I am. It helps that I have a pretty good idea of how Chris is going to treat a dinosaur. So at least in that regard, I'm not worried at all. Is that so? Well, if you're so sure. Oh, Master. Can I talk to you for a bit, in private?
Sure. You're not going to do anything to me. I know you won't.
About what Da Vinci was just saying. Seemed like she's forgotten all about Doman. The guy's as villainous as they come. I don't see him leaving the dinosaur alone. Da Vinci's not her usual self. Honestly, she's had her head in the clouds for pretty much the whole mission. So I'd like to make her a proposal.
Oh.
What do you think?
Seems risky. But I know I can trust you.
Trust me. I see, you trust me, huh? Well, I suppose technically I am a servant. So I suppose I could consider living up to that trust. I may be willing to pay it back threefold. I could also do it in exchange for your most profuse and effusive thanks if you prefer. Of course, it would also mean going off on my own. And you'd miss me if I did that, wouldn't you, Master?
I never want to be a part if I can help it.
If that's how you really feel, then there's no problem at all. Still, that said, even I know there's not much chance of the two of us leaving everyone. There's not much chance of the two of us leaving everyone to go off on our own. Which is why I'm going to turn you into a pig. Abracadabra. Just kidding, sort of. I'm going to turn you into a parrot.
Bird up? It's like I feel my arms turning small. It's like Animorphs, if you've ever read Animorphs, for how horrible they describe the body changing. What the?
You're the parrot I always take with me now. How do I explain this? It's a sort of conceptual vessel you send your conscious into whenever you need to be with me. Really, it's a lot like switching between accounts on a social media platform. Oh, and while I trust this goes without saying, if you ignore my pings, I won't be held responsible for what I might do to you, okay?
So I can bird up?
So I was a parrot just now. So from now on, I'll be using this parrot to call you when I need you. Make sure you answer as long as you're not preoccupied, okay? Very good. Alright, I'll be acting covertly for a while.
We just became a bird. Where have you been? Everything okay?
Yeah. Everything's fine. I definitely wasn't just a bird. Alright, let's get to it. We need to figure out where the 7th treasure could be. First up, Blackbeard. What's his pirate penmanship say?
Okie dokie. Let old Beardy take a gander. This one's got something of a poetic flair to it. I see the bird walking across the land as it laughs. The drunkards clamber above the treasure, just as they always do.
Well, for starters, the above the treasure part can only refer to the location of the treasure, right? I'm sure. It'd be much too complicated for this treasure to just be a simile for something else. I don't know what the bird walking across the land could be. Do you have any ideas? A penguin, perhaps?
Really think we'd find penguins here? In the Caribbean?
I suppose you're right. Maybe you're talking about sparrow chicks? Those are cute.
I feel like I've heard something like this before.
We have?
The drunkards clamor as they always do. That sounds significant, no? Maybe it's comparing rough seas to drunkards or something? Well, maybe some sort of expression unique to pirates. An expression for rough waves, huh? Or none come to mind.
Can't think of any either. How about those of you from other areas or time periods? No idea here. Same Z's. Nor me, of course. But then I am a Grand Duchess. It's possible I just never heard of it. Those drunkards clamoring above the treasure, right? It's obviously gotta mean the treasure's below them. Well, yeah, whoever wrote this also says they can see the bird walking across the land. Have you got something, Mash? Oh, well, I was thinking about who the clamoring drunkards part could be referring to. Yeah? What kind of people would most like to get drunk and cause a racket? Well, since the pirate drew this map, I guess the drunkards would also be pirates. Right, and as far as the person who drew this map is concerned, these drunken people would have to be clamoring at a particular location. Otherwise, the part about them clamoring above the treasure, as they always do, wouldn't make any sense.
I see. So by that logic, it can't be referring to anyone setting up camp on a certain spot and moving to a different location a few days later, like us.
Right. So if we consider that way, the place where drunkards clamor would be more of a permanent thing. And where do drunkards usually clamor? At a tavern. Right, a tavern. Or as they call them in Great Britain, a pub. Pubs have been around for ages in Great Britain and other countries, so I think whoever wrote this map must have thought the one they mentioned would be around forever.
Oh, good point.
I'm mixing up their voices, I swear to God.
Every one of the taverns we saw in town seemed like it had a rich history to it.
Okay, so if we keep with this idea, it follows that a treasure must be somewhere underneath a tavern. I mean, there's obviously no way it'd still be around centuries later if it was just sitting in the common area. And I guess we gotta figure out which tavern it's talking about. I don't suppose anyone remembers what the local taverns were called. Remember any of them, Nagiko? Sure do. I even took pictures of every place we visited.
Why'd you do that?
For Servantgram, of course. I've got pictures of the food, the atmosphere, and the place you got banned from.
Huh? Oh, dear God, I don't recall being banned from any of those fine establishments.
You don't?
Well, I remember coming to on top of a mound of broken tables and pirates a couple of times, but that's all.
That happened not once, but twice.
Let's move on. Could you tell us these taverns' names, Seishodogan?
Sure, just give me a sec. Let's see. Where do we go? Bluebeards, don't go there. Capo, the Seafarer's Serenade, the Silver Swan, the Minerva, and Rock Bottom Hellscape, so 6 in total.
What in the world kind of taverns did you two visit?
Swan is a bird, so maybe that's the one? But isn't Minerva also known for having an owl as her symbol? Yeah, she is. In Roman mythology, the owl is one of Minerva's symbols. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, Athena always did have one flying around. The other 4 were Bluebirds, Capo, the Seafarer's Serenade, and Rock Bottom Hellscape, right? Sounds like we can cross them off now. It's gotta be either the Silver Swan or the Minerva, huh? Which one do you think it is, Master? I don't think it's either, because it's looking at the bird. Did you say neither? Well, isn't Kakapo the name of a bird?
Is it?
Oh. Nash? You're right, Senpai. The kakapo is a kind of parrot native to New Zealand. Then, does this mean we have to investigate 3 taverns? No, it doesn't. Unlike swans and owls, kakapos can't fly, which means they're birds that walk across the land. Well, sounds like that settles it then. I didn't even know I was being that smart. I thought it would just be one of the other ones you have to look at it. Yep. Alright then, we'll go check out this Capo place tomorrow. For now, this meat is so good.
Of course it is. It's basted with Music Family's special secret sauce.
The Musics are a mage family, right? Just something weird mixed in there?
Yes, I'm sure. I use the store-bought sauce as a base and really made some improvements.
Yo, that's my man. That's what I do too.
Trust me, even if I wanted to add some restraints to it, I simply wouldn't have the wherewithal to do so. I used to back in the day, but as my vast fortune is entirely depleted, well...
Since things are getting a little gloomy here, why don't we brighten the mood with a lighter topic? Go on, everyone. It could be something as simple as finding money on the road. Here, Achilles, why don't you start? Huh? A teacher praised me the other day. There you go. That's great. So what did he say? Achilles, at times just being alive is a wonderful thing. And if nothing else, you survived. Granted, you did suffer a fairly painful defeat, and your loss was rather well atrocious, but at least you managed to survive. Now let's have another battle in the simulator, and this time try to win. How is that praise? Teacher's a genius at finding silver linings. Strange, I'm feeling much less gloomy after hearing a hero like you say something like that. Okay, Mentor Cardo, you next. Anything good happened lately? What? Oh, I found 100 QP just lying on the ground earlier. That's great. I think you're a few zeros shy of being of great. You know, I found Durendal and a great set of armor on the ground when I was alive too. Must have used up all my luck there. I see.
What is this? I thought we were trying to lighten the mood, not dampen it. If we weren't trying to dampen it, there's no way any of us could read Chaldea.
What? That's ridiculous. I don't dampen the mood. How come nobody's saying anything? I guess that's true. You're not wrong. True, there's a difference between cheer and gloom and dryness and dampness, after all. Yeah, in that sense, Corlene's definitely soft on the outside and damp on the inside.
That could be taken several ways.
Whereas Anichi is in a whole other genre entirely. Are you saying I'm a huge downer with incredibly dry skin? Because as much as I'd like to take issue with that, I can't. Congratulations, Char. You're the dampest one of all of us. But I don't want to be damp. Master, what do you think, Master? Am I damp or not? You're not that damp, I guess? Right? I knew it. There you go, everyone. Master believes I'm not damp, which must mean I'm dry as a What the frick is this scream? What do you mean? Why? Master believes I'm not damp, which means I must be dry as a desert. That right there is why you're the damp queen. What does damp even mean in this conversation? Foo-foo!
May I say something now?
What is it, Director?
Am I correct in assuming you'll be heading out tomorrow morning?
Yes, that's right. You know it.
I see. Well, in that case, go to sleep already. Keep this pointless chit-chat up and it'll be past midnight before you know it. While you servants may understandably tend to forget this, humans need sleep to function. As a technical advisor.
Huh? I don't think I need much sleep, but okay, I appreciate your consideration. Okay, Tanner Mash, go brush your teeth. Right, I'll make sure to brush very thoroughly so I don't get any cavities. That's the spirit.
All right, everyone, you're excused from the campfire.
This is still just such a great bunch of... it's so good. Yawn. Big yawn. All right. Huh? Tanner? Foo-foo! You're here too, Foo? Everything okay? Fine. Just can't sleep anymore. Gotcha. Me, I've been so used to Steggy being nearby lately that it feels weird without him. So I woke up early too. Senpai? Da Vinci? You're up too, Mash? Yes. Oh, but it's okay, I'm not tired. What about you, Senpai? Are you doing okay? After all that delicious meat, oh god, I'm doing great. True, it was amazing, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
We're just talking about meat.
Foo-foo!
Well, never mind that now. I can't say I approve of you three being up this late. I suppose at this point you're up more early than late, huh?
What about you, Director?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm an adult. I always make sure I get plenty of sleep. Well, it'll be morning soon. Care for a coffee or some such?
Sounds great, bro. I'd love one. Thanks, Gordy.
All right, 4 coffees coming up. Go fetch the cups, would you?
Yeah, that's hot. The sun's coming up soon, isn't it? I can barely see the stars anymore. This is pretty bitter. Can you pass the sugar, Tanner? Yeah, sure, here you go. Thanks.
Is it still that hot?
Oh. No, I'm sorry, I just got caught up in the blowing. I forgot to actually drink it. I'll try it right now. Senpai, could I have the sugar too, please? Of course. What about you, Senpai? Do you not need any sugar in yours? Yeah, once you're done, please. I'm not one of those people who drinks coffee black. Sorry, I like to enjoy myself. Whoa, that's quite a lot. You take your coffee Brazilian style or something? Stars in the sky, the smell of coffee. The only noise coming from the jungle is the chirping of insects, the footsteps of beasts, and the rustling of wind. For a moment, all is peaceful and quiet. I guess this is part of adventuring too. Yeah, I suppose so. No one can argue that running around caves and ruins or making our way through untouched jungle is adventurous. But there's something to be said for just being out here drinking hot coffee under the starry sky too. This feels like one of the best parts of the adventure so far to me. How about you, Gordy?
Well, being as I am of noble upbringing, I can't wait to leave.
Foo-foo. Just one blunt response, huh? I see you're still the same Gordy as ever.
Oh, get off my case. Still, I suppose life is easier here than at Novum Chaldea.
Really? I would have thought you'd find the jungle harder, not easier.
What? Maybe you didn't notice? Well, these tents are all a kind of mystic code. I made sure they had everything. Insect repellent, spirit wards, dehumidifiers, climate control, air conditioning, or the works.
Wow, that's impressive, but why'd you outfit them with all that?
Well, every time I went solo camping with the homunculi, so not really solo camping, I kept asking for more and more functionality to the tent, so...
Yeah, wait, so how's that solo camping? Does that really count as solo camping?
But absolutely! Trust me on that.
You can be a real stubborn sometimes, can't you, Gordy? Still, I gotta say, all those solo camping skills you cultivated really paid off for us here. Not to mention the churrasco was incredible.
Oh, right, that reminds me. I should use the leftovers to make sandwiches for today's lunch.
Foo-foo. Foo!
Don't give me that look of carnivorous hunger, football. I can see what it is you're after.
It's okay, Foo. I'm sure the director will be happy to share a little with you when nobody's looking.
Well, you can have the trimmings, but remember, constant overeating is not good for you, understood?
Foo! I think Foo's trying to say don't be ridiculous. It's totally fine. What should I do, Senpai? Whose side should I take? Sorry, Foo, it's for your own good. No vets in the post-world of the bleaching. Foo! Oh wow, Foo really doesn't like that. If he had any signs to talk, I bet he'd be holding them all up so fast it'd be dizzying. Foo! And now he's gone back into the tent.
I win. I can't say I'm happy about it.
I think I'll bring Foo some bacon later to cheer him up.
If you wouldn't mind.
I wonder how Steggy's doing.
Do you really think he's okay?
I do. Just like I said last night, I'm sure he is. That said, they're probably messing with him in all sorts of different ways. I don't think they'll hurt him, but I hope they're not bothering him too much. That might have been my favorite scene of this entire thing. There's a good boy. There's a good boy. Good boy, good little dinosaur. Oh, that's a good one. Where's my camera? Gotta get this on film. And here I thought I'd imagine you putting it on display or dissecting it for science. I cannot begin to understand why you would simply shower it with affection. Why would I waste a good dinosaur like that? Oh, what a beautiful form. I love it. Oh, are you hungry? Doman, bring him some snacks. All right, let's see. What is it that Stegosaurus is like again? How about these live worms? That ought to work. Here, Steaky. Here are some nice worms. Oh, he doesn't want them. Herbivores don't like worms, I guess, huh? Here, Doman, you eat them. I'll pass, thanks. Okay, let's try grass then. Grass. Grass. I wonder what kind of grass he eats. What kind of grass do you have on you, Doman? Well, if you're looking up for medicinal herbs and poisonous plants that can inflict excruciating pain on... Never mind, just give him some edible grass then. Grass. You want me to bring you grass? Yes, go. Well, I suppose I do have a lawnmower on hand. If I put one of my shikigami with multiple blades to work dancing, it should be able to cut through weeds like so much. Alright, we need ferns. Give me some ferns, Kay? And don't come back until you have some. In fact, don't come back at all. Go gather them like your life depends on it. His noises are certainly something. I can't believe there was a cave entrance in a place like that. I wish I could let Master know, but I don't have any way to reach him. I should have planned ahead. Rengoku, are you here? I know you're there, Rengoku. I have a signal on my Rengoku radar, you know. Why'd you have to go and get a radar like that installed? Rengoku!
Get off me. You're hot and sticky and it's hard to breathe.
No way. I'm too warm and happy to let you go. I have that grumpy defiance. It really is you, Rengoku. But what are you doing here of all places?
Well, after my spirit origin finally stabilized, I tried to reach out and contact you. I guess it must have worked. Here, take a look at this.
Okay, what are we looking at? This is... then... so that's what's going on here?
Apparently so. What should we do?
I'm sure Master Navinji... What?
Because we heard this last time, and I have no idea what it's gonna be. It sounds like maybe the island is something. I don't know.
I'm sure Master Navinji will eventually find the way here too.
Yeah. This is probably the 7th one, so it's gotta be just a matter of time until they show up.
There's no question of what we should do. We have to protect it, no matter who we have to fight.
Understood. That's what I thought you'd say. Okay then, Wielder. You and I will be its guardians then. Besides, it's not like this is the first time it's been us against the world.
You're wrong there, Rengoku. We're protecting the right to see a choice through to the end. So it's important we believe what we're doing is the right thing.
Did you have some bad rice or something?
No, I had churrasco. It was scrumptious.
Just churrasco itself just feels like a punchline.
Oh wow, it's already morning. I didn't realize how long we've been talking.
Don't blame me if you're all sleepy by afternoon.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You see, Senpai's doing great.
Is you not just a bit high from sleep deprivation?
Oh my, you're all up early today, aren't you? Good morning. Looks like today's gonna be another beautiful day. Please keep it down, Char. It's too early for that much energy. I still haven't fully woken. The dawn is tinged with purple clouds. Would you be quiet, Nagiko? Could you possibly be any louder? She's like, watch, yeah, I can, and just screams. What is it with you? It's like I've just had a heavy metal concert set as my alarm. Shut up. Gee, Nagiko's yelling and the horse neighing. I feel like I've been woken up with a noble phantasm.
Horse? Did somebody mention the horse? Hi, Blue Boo.
Yeah, the horse. Oh wait, there is no horse. I must have imagined. No, hang on, it's my horse. Xanthos. Well, if I know how, but that four-legged bastard figured out how to neigh while it's still in spirit form. So he neighed at you telepathically? Oh, morning, by the way. Damn that horse. I'm gonna give him the lecture of his materialization as soon as I can make him manifest physically. How are you gonna do that? Can't you lot at least keep it down in the morning? Stop goddamn shouting, just stop. Stop it. You just realized how absurd it is to have a problem with people shouting, didn't you? Shut it, pirate. I'm the safety officer here.
Say, Tanner, do you know what happened to that scary demon king girl? I mean, Kama.
She went to take care of something on her own.
And Okita Soji apparently left to find Rengoku, but with no one to find or contact her. Well, no matter. Between all of you, I'm sure there's no enemy we can't handle.
You got that right. Well, that's just begging for trouble. They're really tempting fate, aren't they? got a bad feeling about this. All right, everyone, let's do our best out there. I've got a bad feeling about this, but I'll keep it to myself.
And that's the last flag we needed for our bad en route. Got a long, hard road ahead, Master.
Please stop beaming your lines directly into my brain, Blackbeard.
Then I'll say the rest of my piece in binary.
To the translator. To the translator. Binary translator. What do we got? Okay, let's type it in. Okay. So I'm gonna madly type this in. Come on, load up. Okay. So we'll go binary to text. Okay, so 01100 space 01100 space 0110001 space 0111010 space 0110123. Oh, it's death. That's pretty funny. Just typing it in while looking at the screen and then going over and just seeing death. That's kind of funny. Also, the whole thing of them talking telepathically to each other just reminds me of frickin' Bart, you know, the Simpsons, like, oh, reading my mind bit, which that's never left my head. That's like one of those scenes that will forever be in my head. And the reason why every now and then I'll just think out loud, I'll be like, I know you can hear my thoughts, just to see if anyone reacts. Okay. How am I ever supposed to decipher that? Blackbeard? What is it?
I've made up my mind. Once this ray shift is over, I'm gonna get married.
You don't say.
Could you at least pretend to be interested?
There's a lot I don't know about this world, but I do know that what you just said is fated to forever be out of your reach. Oh, but I would never think for stopping you from trying. You seem like the kind of person who'll survive no matter what.
Oh, not only do you get me nearly perfectly, you're not even bothered by it.
Do you want me to be?
No, not to mention it. I guess I'm not bothered myself, but I kind of want others to be. I want to be fawned over for every little thing I do. I want to be praised just for breathing.
If you can breathe underwater, I'll praise you.
I need girls, huh? I think maybe I could pull it off. No, you couldn't. It's physically impossible. What you just use an underwater breathing spell?
Hold on. You're a pirate, right, Blackbeard? Then as a pirate, I'm sure you can find a way to pull it off.
No, he can't. It's just like one of those damn sports games where the losing team pulls through impossible odds and pulls out an improbable victory because of some nonsense about hopes and dreams. Foo. And now the little furball is feeling better. He's going for my bacon again.
All right, let's have some breakfast. I'm so hungry I could eat my own horse. That's a really funny line. What?
Oh, no, it's nothing. It's just kind of messed up to say that when your horse can talk, bro, but okay. You just talk about how hungry you are so frequently. You remind me of a typical shonen manga protagonist.
Yeah, now you mention it. I can definitely see that. Is that a good thing? Absolutely, I think. Good, no problem then. He really is like a shonen manga protagonist, isn't he? He's honest and direct, big on hopes and dreams, and quick to do the right thing. Everything okay? I just realized I'm Icarus. I'll melt if I get too close to someone as bright as the sun.
Why is everyone backing away from me?
It's true. If we're talking about bright personalities and gloomy ones, Achilles is as bright as they come. So I feel I could use a little shade.
Same. Well, what are you gonna do? I can't help it. I was born this way. If it means you can't get along with me, well, there's nothing you can do about that either. I've just gotta keep my allies and enemies nice and separate, or I'll lose my motivation to fight.
That sounds like the voice of experience. Been through this kind of thing before?
I don't remember it too well, but I do get the feeling teacher lectured me about this at one point. He said something about seeing enemies as allies dulls your spear. That's how you kept your winning streak going, huh? No wonder people hated you. Piss off.
You know, I just realized something. This must mean the god who suits you best would be Apollo.
Huh?
I'm very bright, yes. I'm basically a clone of the sun.
I forgot what voice I gave to Apollo, other than I'll just give him the Pyron voice from now on.
When it was too late for me to switch to the downer side. Really don't like Apollo, do you? Not one bit.
Hey, don't be like that. You and I should be friends. Now come on, let me torture you. It'll cheer Paris up too.
Not on your life. This event is impossible to parse for anyone who hasn't played a lot of the game, isn't it? If you're new to this, you're gonna be like, who the frick is that? Okay, my gear's all ready. Me too. I'm good to go whenever. What are you doing over there, Goff?
Wait, you mean I'm going to?
This is the final battle, right? Of course we're gonna need our general out there.
What? I'm sorry, everyone, but somebody has to stay down here to hold down the...
Come on, Gordy, come with us. I'm sure this is gonna be our last adventure this summer. I don't want anyone to miss out. I want us all going together.
Oh, all right. But if I think it's too dangerous, I won't hesitate to beat a hasty retreat. On this, I refuse to compromise.
Well, if that happens, either Canis or I'll make sure you escape. It'll probably get a little rough.
Rough. How so exactly?
I'll grab you by the scruff of your neck, toss you as hard as you can, and just trust you to handle the rest with your magecraft. So basically, the plan will be, live.
That's a plan.
Huh? Someone's coming.
Are we under attack? No, it doesn't look like it.
Pirate Sea!
It's the guy! Oh, it's you guys.
I couldn't have found yet a better time. I remember you.
That's right, it's me. It's Pirate Sea.
I'm one of the pirates who greeted you when you first showed up about a week ago. Greeted, huh? You mispronounced attacked?
Water under the bridge. Sides, we got bigger things to worry about.
A shark pirate.
Shark.
I didn't know they could talk. Now look, an enemy. Sucks with them. You should know better than to come stroll up to our camp.
Shark.
That's a lot more of them.
At a glance, there's so many I don't even want to bother counting.
Hey, Goff.
I've got a tremendously bad feeling about this, but yes.
You're in luck. You're gonna get try that escape method out sooner than I thought.
I knew it.
Alright, boss, time to fly.
Could you at least give me a heads up?
Looks like we don't have a choice. We'll have to get through these guys if we're gonna find where Gordy landed.
We better get rid of at least eight or so then. Works for me, I'll mow them down, no problem. Thanks for giving us a number to work off of. A really random number. Is it gonna be 8? Is it actually specifically 8?
God, I love water. Water is so good. Oh! Well, also, let's friggin' go. That's kind of funny. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Let's go. 1, 2. Wait. Yeah, we gave that to. So 1, 2, 3. Get you guys some meter. Not enough, but hey, that's fine. You'll get it next turn. Okay. More. Yep. Oh, now he has enough. And then we'll have enough for her to do hers next turn also. Nice. Let's just go 1, 2, 3. Dang, you do a lot of damage. Nice. Okay. That's 6. Cam will get enough here. Let's go with this. Okay. And let's go 1, 2, 3. This team works pretty dang good.
聖願歌
Okay. JKL. I was gonna say. We did 9. That's even more than 8. Hot dang! Truly is.
I was like to be asking now, but what in the world are those bipedal sharks anyway?
Oh, what do you mean? Didn't you see the way they're dressed? What else could they be but pirates? Huh? You're saying those ain't masks? Well, now you're just being silly. You want me to believe they're a real shark-headed monster running around the island? Come on, use your head, man. Can't believe the pirates actually asked about good sense. Not a two-bit nobody at that. By the way, why were those things chasing you in the first place? Well, they weren't chasing me, they were running away too. Huh? From what? Exactly. What would even they be afraid of? Uh-huh.
おやおや
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? What do we got? Well, if it's riders, I have a good guess what it's gonna be. Let's see. Yeah. We'll sit with you. Yeah, alright. Ha ha ha! Little Mario jump. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Got some color commentary in the situation for us, Tanner? It's like the town's been overrun with Columbus-shaped locusts. That's an extremely apt way of putting it, Senpai. I mean, Master. This is something else. There, Columbus is everywhere you look. Near as I can tell, this place is now 3 parts land and 7 parts Columbus. I'm scared. Are we really gonna have to fight our way past all of them? Afraid so. We know for a fact the entrance to Kakapo is somewhere around here. All the caves and ruins we've explored so far. Why is the game dying? It's like really chugging. All the Columbuses. All the caves and ruins we've explored so far have been so far from any trace of civilization. It never occurred to me to be returning to town to find the final treasure. I don't know if I was a pirate mage or a pirate mage to plan this all out, but whoever it was, they were definitely a twisted piece of work. Either way, don't see how we're getting in there except by fighting our way in. What are we gonna do? Oh, Master, do you have a moment, please? I need your consciousness over here if you don't mind. Sorry, guys, need to take a quick nap. I beg your pardon? And then he's out! Oh, that's really funny. Well, hello there. I'm so glad you answered my call. You seem like you were in trouble, so I thought I'd offer my help. Appreciate that, but what about your main job? Oh, don't worry about him. He's just mowing the lawn and cursing to himself. Freaking making me do all this mowing the lawn, getting the grass. Doesn't he know he can just grab the grass himself? I bet you he hasn't even touched grass in his life. I swear to God. I'm sorry, he's what? It's a good question, even as I was shocked by the sight. But it doesn't seem like he's going to be any trouble at the moment, so I figured I'd help you out. Okay, but these are Columbuses we're dealing with, you know? Yes, the mass-produced ones that have been springing up seemingly everywhere. Oh, jeez. I just had the worst thought. In fact, it's so awful I need to share with you just so I don't have to suffer alone. One word. Parthenogenesis? What? What? Parthenogenesis? What is that? A reproduction strategy that involves development of a female gamete sex cell without fertilization. What? What do you mean? It's a natural form of asexual reproduction in which growth and development of embryos occur in the gamete without combining with another gamete. So you're basically saying his jizz is turning into them? Am I correct? Okay.
And I know some of you might be like, oh my god, Tanner, you don't know what that is? No, I don't friggin' teach bio. I teach Shakespeare. But that is horrible. Believe me, I wish I never imagined it either. At any rate, it doesn't seem like these mass-produced Columbuses just roaming around aimlessly like locusts. More of a hive mind, like, say, an ant colony. From what I've seen, there are a few leader Columbuses mixed in giving instructions to all the others. So if we defeat the leaders... That's right, they won't be able to work as one force anymore, at least temporarily. Problem is, it looks like there are at least 3 of the leader types in this town alone. If you don't defeat all 3 at basically the same time, the force will overwhelm you. So what are we gonna do? Sounds like we'll have to defeat them all as closely together as we can. I agree. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll handle the leader I've got my eye on. You and the others find some way to take care of the other 2, got it? This is so boring. You may as well be in some office building since all we're doing is talking about work. Is there some way you can, liven the mood? I'm a bird right now, so not that I can think of offhand. You want me to lay an egg? I can't believe we're finally alone and all we can talk about is Columbus. This is ridiculous. How many times have we said the word Columbus on one mission? I lost count days ago. I feel like I've said the name enough for at least a couple of lifetimes. I generally don't want to say any name of yours. It reduces depravity power when I do. Mash has been calling you for a little while now. Alright, I suppose I better let you go. Don't forget to contact me if you need to. All you have to do is get in touch with me and say, I love Cammy. Okay then, see you later. I do know that there's apparently a future, whole episode that has Kama become a main character with the crew, and I'm very excited because she is probably my favorite character in this entire Singularity. Oh, Master, good morning. Are you okay? You, fell asleep so suddenly I got a little worried. Well, actually...
I see. Alright, let me make sure I have this straight. We need to defeat the leaders mixed in with all these mass-produced Columbuses, which will confuse the rest of them, thereby enabling us to get past them in the ruins. That's accurate, I know it's accurate. But am I the only one here who's so bewildered by all this it feels like his brain is going to break? Hey, Goredolf. Yes? I've been calling you for a long time now, I think. It's a chance someone's not summoned me. This is one of the old guard servants. Let me give you some advice. Well, what is it? Never ever think too hard about anything that happens during summer or Halloween. I suppose it may be true, but still. Should things really be like that at Chaldea? Whenever one of these events rolls around, reality is superseded by pure optimism. And when Chaldea needs to make decisions, there are some things that just trump what's real. All the more so when precious materials are involved. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'll do the best I can.
Alright, look, I love how Goredolf... Has Goredolf ever broken the fourth wall? I think he is such a straight man, he doesn't perceive that at all. Also, that's a very bad sign for what's on screen right now. You read it too, right? There's only one word that resembles, and that being on screen right now is horrible. Alright, looks like the first thing we need to do is find these, leader Columbuses. But how are we supposed to find them among all that? Is one just going to be ascended or something? Is there one with his stupid other outfit? If this were a video game side quest, it would be the super ultra hardcore inferno difficulty version. It's impossible. Definitely impossible. Oh, I almost forgot. The leader Columbuses are easy to pick out because they have leader written on their talismans. They also make different sounds. We have to look for the ones whose talismans say leader. They also apparently sound different. So it's like a giant game of spot the difference.
They have leader on their talismans, I see.
Got it. Here, found one. Already? I'll mark them. Just tell me which ones they are. Got it. Hey, don't pick me up like this. What do you think, I'm a cat? It's really funny. Just pick her up. And you see the store with the red roof on the biggest side of the street in town? Oh yeah, I see it. See the 2 Columbuses on the roof? The leader's the one on the right. Let's see. Oh, hey, so he is.
Leader!
So stupid. And yeah, he's shouting leader. Pat's a leader, Columbus, all right. If he doesn't qualify as a leader, I don't know who could.
If you say so. Oh, I just found the other one.
Great, where is he?
Here, Achilles, pass me the Da Vinci.
You got it! Hey, I'm not just a ball to pass around. 210 centimeters.
Upsy daisy, there you go, nice and high.
Oh wow, this is really high up. It's a little scary. Anyways, where's the leader? Time to bring out my binoculars.
Okay, see the tavern over there?
Yep, I see it.
You see how there are a bunch of Columbuses having a drink together there, yeah?
Oh, so many.
You see Columbus standing on a table giving a speech?
Oh yeah, there he is, and it says leader right on his face.
Leader! Oh!
And he's singing leader too, that's gotta be him.
Excuse me. Deep breaths, Goredolf. Would you mind if I perform a quick sanity check?
Don't worry, director, it'll be fine. Right. If there's one thing I've learned from past summers, it's that momentum is very important. But you have to run with it and let the chips fall where they may.
I see. Very well then, let's run in and get them.
Hello, you guys all set?
All set.
Understood. Then I'll take down the leader over here once hear the fighting start. I see, so the timing's all up to us, huh?
Indeed. Our top priority is to take the 2 leader Columbuses we marked, so we need to focus our attention carefully to ensure to bring them down. We bring them down first. All right, let's go, but let's try to get close without them noticing us first.
Fine.
Look, leader.
That didn't take long. All right, let's get him. Got him all marked, so don't let him get away. Okay, let's do this. Right on. Okay. Let's kick their asses, Aki. This is mad stupid. So let's go. Okay. I don't see the leader here, which makes me wonder who we're supposed to be attacking, but let's do this'll kill. Okay. I'm trying to find the leader. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Do a Dante super if we need to next time. Thank you for the meter. Thank you for the meter. You got more than enough meter now. Okay, so let's go. This. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Bit of meter there. We got it. Oh, there he is. Good. Target locked. Cool. We have to attack you. Sounds good to me. Let's go with this. Go with this. Go with this. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, we beat him. That's it. Okay, we're good. I was like, who else are we gonna have to defeat? Because if he's the only one and we're supposed to beat him at the same time, but I guess not exactly at the same time, we'll do the other one, I guess now. Here we go.
Leader!
Sorry, Leader Columbus.
Towards down the latter days of law. All will soon come to an end. Just seeing these mass-produced Columbuses running around every which way has inspired me to poetic insights.
If we're talking about the end of the world, I think this more than qualifies personally. Anyway, if we're reading this map right, the basement of Capo should be the entrance to the final ruins.
Then let's go.
Alright, so we just have to make our way through the Sea of Columbuses to get there. I don't know if I can do this. It's okay, Char. You can do this. You just have to empty your mind and push these things out of your way. Hell yeah, let's do this. No rider resistance is stopping me.
Hell with this. I'm just jumping on their heads to get there.
I wasn't expecting Canis jumping on their heads to make such a cute sound effect. My money's on Dolman being responsible. Foo! I can see this is hard for you too, Foo. Hang in there.
He just wants that bacon. Just like mad fair. Oh, that's it? That is the shortest thing I think we've ever seen for these. Wow, okay. Well, free quest has been added to Sea of Pirates. Cool. Bye-bye, Jurassic. That's the end. For sure. Do we have another base camp mission? We don't seem to. Okay. But I got a new free quest here, which I will definitely do. Alright, guys. We will be moving on to more next time, because these are going way longer than I thought, and I'm mad tired, because work and stuff. So we'll see you next time for another part of Let's Play Fate Grand Orders. We continue with these summer quests, which are just nice and fun and make me happy. We'll see you next time for some more. Ciao.